because you're so good, I want to start to give you other terms that are very important. Again, since we have so many. In this case, I'm going to have you, well, first let me show you this. Speaking of that foot position 5 where you cross and come together, if the man does a turn, exactly that one, if the man does a turn, you would end up doing that. So while he's turning, you're finishing your step. So I'm going to show you what that means. Go back and forward. Here's 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to do a turn. You're going back for position 5. Move your 2 towards me. 2, and here's 3. You should be over here.
So I should be facing this. Oh,
yes.
Okay. So
that was very creative. Come over here. Let me show you this.
do you mind if I take some pictures?
No,
While you guys are doing this?
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so look there. You're going like this. Down. Okay. And now you're going to come towards him. Now, here's where you get to see how big of a gap is there between you and your partner. Generally, if he's turning, he's going to turn right here. So you're going to take a small step and feet together because you don't want to crash into him. And you don't want to go around him. Not at this point. So if we're going from here and you're going back, forward, 3. If I turn, you're coming towards me a small step. Move your 2 a little bit. 2. No, just a little bit. Move it towards me. Like step it. There. Put it down. There.
Oh,
and now
like
come
that.
together.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I come
There. And then he
I think I
finishes.
was doing too big of a step, and that's why.
Because
my
you're
leg
seeing
was
about
behind
that
you.
one. Yes.
Okay, so you're
Let's do it
here.
again. Yes. So I'm glad you did that because you get to see how you judge the distance between you and your partner to not be too far or not too close. So you're going basic 2, bravo, and from here, 1, come to me, and feet together, put your hand here. Now, I'm going to invite you to do that basic again with that little bit of a curve. So you're going basic right, 2, 3, forward, left, left, 2, 3. Yes.
Okay.
So how different it is that I didn't push you, I led you with the hand to do that same crossbody lead.
Exactly. So I feel like the basic steps is this.
Yes.
It leads like everything.
It has a lot of, it sets up the move, and then the outcome on that 5, 6, 7, or the left 2, 3 becomes something else. But then what is the most unique that is a filler that we use a lot is that small step back, big step forward. When you're going small step and he lifts the hand, big step forward, that's almost like a basic as well. It's like another form of a basic. And this point you went with your left. I decided if I want you to just finish the step, put your hand here, done. So anytime you approach the mat, you'll put your hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
Because that signifies that you're now ready to be thrown. How you like that?
I like that.
So you're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bravo. And then from here, right, 2, 3, yes. Left, 2, 3. Look at that. We're almost dancing up to your mom and dad. We're claiming all this floor. This is really, really good. So we'll come back and review everything because I know I'm going fast and I'm going to give you a chance to see it all come together with music, in fact.
Okay.
Another thing. I love turning, and there's different types of footwork for different turns. Now, what I'd like you to do is, let's come over on this side here for a moment. Come over to my side here. I'd like you to know that if he approaches you, rather than have you come towards him, you're doing your basic with your right foot again. You're going basic, 2, 3, and you'll see that he's going to come at you at a slight angle. In doing so, he can do 2 things. He can bring your hand behind your back, or he can lift this hand and hold onto your shoulder. Doesn't matter which one of those he does, just so you see that the leads can be changed, but the step is the same. You're going to face him by taking a side step. Now, you're going to do from here, you're going to go quarter, 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 3 quarters.
Okay.
So you're going to swing this foot out and face that wall. Say,
Oh,
hi,
okay.
mom and dad. There, beautiful. And now you're going to face him again. This is a complete half turn and step back. Ta-da. So you're doing a traveling pivot. I like that you know that. That's so cool. So one more time. You're doing your basic here. He's coming towards you, and you see that he's going to put his hand on your shoulder, and you're going to bring your hand out, just because we're going to work a little bit on styling. Then when you turn, you're going to bring the hand in towards you so that you're not going to hit him. And, of course, by this time, he's telling you to turn. So you're swinging this foot out that way, and now you're facing him again, and here's your 3. Very nice.
Okay.
Now, I like to show the step big so that you can actually see it. Of course, we'll tone it down later. But here's what happens. Go ahead, basic, right? Right, 2, 3. As you can see, I put my hand on your shoulder. That's a signal for that turn. Go ahead, let
Just
your
my
hand out.
hand. Oh,
There.
yeah. Okay.
Now, bring the hand in as you step to the side, but underneath, there. And turn away from me and turn towards me. Nice. Very good. Now, I'll show you what happens, what he does while you're doing that. You get a turn first, and then he does a turn. So it's kind of cool. So you're going basic, 2, 3. And down. Oh, you're good. And now, here's 1, 2, 3.
Okay. That's cool.
Surprise! So it starts to become, what makes salsa so exciting is the man, if he's a good dancer, he has a lot of different ways to keep you on your toes so you can never predict him.
Okay.
But what's really good about you is that you reading signals. You know that if he's pushing you to start, slight push, and then puts the hand here, and then you go from here in, and now at the end, put your hand back out, down. Yes.
Okay.
Now, let me see your hands for a second. Give me a beautiful.
I always do, because like in my, lyrical dances, you're not supposed to use your hands like this. Your hand should be like thumbs tucked under.
Right.
With me though, I always go like this, and my teacher always yells at me not to do this. So this is really natural for me to kind of
That is
like my
cool.
hands. Yeah.
With my students, because they're not used to the training, I have them, practice this.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because they're like, it's really hard for them. Because generally these two work together, they stay together. Usually I'll have them do that. And then this one up, but not too high. And mostly the pinky more than anything. See, you're already good.
Is this right?
Yes, with you can do because you know the hands, you can play around and have different ways to do the hand. Now sometimes it'll be soft with a bent elbow, a bent wrist and a bent elbow as well. At this point, you'll want to sometimes turn, let the pointer finger do different things, but generally it's straight or it could be soft. Now in this case, if you're here, you're seeing that you can take it from here and bring it right to here. Yes, because in salsa you're kind of like keeping it close so you're not hitting people.
Okay, yeah.
And so if the man puts his hand on my shoulder, I may be here. And then as soon as he turns me, I bring it in. And why do I bring it in? Because I want to turn without hitting him. As soon as I get a chance of freedom again, it's back here or here. It all depends on how you feel. So you have different ways. And this is what makes it so much fun. I really love being a girl. I know your dad likes being a man and your mom likes being a girl. Mike likes being a boy. So we're in the roles we want to be in. And when we were 3, we generally put on our mama's jewelry or her shoes or her dresses, something. Did you have
yeah.
We have that in common. So what you do in dance, especially in salsa, it's expected of you to be very girly. So you come back to being that playful little child. It's so wonderful. Now, as you can see, I'm inviting you to turn. Have that. Good. And you bring it in and bam. Look at how bad are you. And then I have you start again, go back right, 2, 3. Here's where I let you come forward. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. See how this is so easy for you?
So when I do like these basic steps, you can move like your hips and add style.
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. And that's the best thing. Because I'd still love to watch ballet dancers. When I'm between students, my favorite thing is YouTube. It's the best thing that's ever happened to dancers. And so I'll look at Sylvia, the French woman who started at 15 as ballet dancer. She's amazing. I think she's in her 40s now. I have to remember her last name. I just call her Sylvia, and everybody goes, I watch Baryshnikov, Rudolph, Nuria, everybody. And I look at that and I go, the way they express, the way emotion comes through with movement, it is fantastic. Now you get to see with salsa, it's very sassy and very bad, and you want to be feeling like every single moment that you can, you grab that moment for yourself. So even though you're a follow and you have to obey the man in a sense, it doesn't mean that you're powerless. You're not being ruled over. You're really looking for every moment you can to take for yourself and put a little flair into it. So as you dance, even if it's a basic going into a basic here, you see how you start to power through the hips. Done. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Right, and now I approach you, or a little closer.
Anytime you can do any.
Yes, now,
arm.
if we're doing a show, we're out there, really
Okay.
far, because we have all the room. If we're doing a club, we'll bring it in, just a little bit, maybe a little bit more demure,
Okay.
but just because we don't want to hit people.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, just so you don't get used to one side of the room only, I'm going to approach you with this same turn. And up.
Okay.
And now, you're going here, 2, and here's 3. Bravo, and 1, 2, 3, and I might decide to pick you back up. Bravo, so it's the same step for you. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to push you back, bring you to me here, and this is that turn with that military pivot, up and down, 2, 3. No, let's do it again. Don't worry.
Pivot.
Yes, the one where you're going da, da, da.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ready? Go back again. Right, 2, 3, forward left, up and down,
Okay.
2, that one.
I got confused. It was the other way, but.
Yes, exactly, because I know what that's like, so I want you to be able to dance to any part of the room. Let's go from here one more time. Now here you know it quite well. So you're going 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. See how easy that was? Let's do the same thing from here. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Well, did you move up too? Yes.
Can I just go over the steps?
Yes.
Go another way.
You know, I can tell when your 2 went flying. It was like, wait a minute. So you're going basic, right, 2, 3, forward left. Here's where you up and down, wah, down.
Okay.
So that's a very powerful pivot that you put there. Count for me out loud. Let's go from here. Ready?
So,
And
right,
2, 3.
3.
Left, go ahead straight forward. You're going to go past me forward.
Okay.
There, here, and in 2, 2, 3. Now, here's where it becomes super interesting for you. I'm going to be you just for a moment. Put your hand here on my back. When I've done my basic here, I go straight forward and defy him. I won't turn even a little bit. I'm going here, and then here. See how that feels on the hand?
Yeah.
So you're not, because you're in frame, the tendency may be like, well, let me help him in a way. No, you defy it. You go past him.
Okay.
It's good to know that that's expected of you. So you're going basic. 1, 2, 3, sorry. One second. Now you should be between my feet when you do your 3 again. Yes. Let's do it one more time.
Okay.
So you're going basic 2, 3. Now here's where you go straight forward. There. And now up and down. There. Because when you go into your straight lines, you actually get a better turn. The way the foot points affects the way your hip ends up. So you want to make sure that when you're here, then you get that really sharp action for the turn.
Okay.
Excellent. So we'll keep reviewing as we go through. I have one more that I want to show you. Are we doing 1 hour?
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, if you want to keep going, that's fine.
What do you think?
Um,
I'm just
what time
asking,
is it
an
now?
hour or an hour and a half? 10 to 4.
10 to 4.
We started at like 5, 7 minutes after.
Oh, wait a minute. What time is it?
It's 4:50.
No,
No.
it's 2:50.
It's 2:50.
2:15? Oh, 2:50.
Yeah.
Oh, we could keep going.
Do you want an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just make sure, because I know that you have other events going on today as well. So, did you want to ask me some questions?
Yeah, well, we took some photos